All right, guys, welcome. It is day 28. I should know this. I don't know if it's day 28 or day 27. I've kind of lost track. It is 12:43 a.m., so it's quite late at night, and it is a Sunday night. Today's been a pretty average day, and I say it's been a pretty average day because I only got 1 hour of quality work done. So, I only have 1 hour of just quality, no distractions, completely locked in. I only have 1 hour today, or I only dedicated myself for 1 hour before distractions came to be. But yeah, that was today. I caught up on a lot of sleep this morning as well. I got up quite late this morning. I got up at 10 a.m., which isn't very normal for me. But that's just because, if you guys saw yesterday's video, I ended up going to sleep very, very late last night. So these things happen and it's just part of the game. But yeah, I took care of my health today, refueled on electrolytes, had to have a bit of an Epsom salt bath for my legs because I have a bit of a problem with my foot. At training, we run every single day, and I train for at least 3 hours every single day, 5 days a week. And then over the weekends, I probably train for about an hour a day. Today, I had quite light training, which was about 30 minutes, maybe. Yeah, it was 30 minutes of shadow boxing, and then a certain amount of pull-ups, and then these weird calisthenic exercises that my coach makes me do. But he is the ex-Thailand champion, and he does have over 150 fights. So listen, if he tells me to do something, I'm going to do it because he knows what he's talking about. So today's training was pretty light. Not really going to talk much about it. And I just want to talk why I've got the pen in my hand is because I have written out just some things just now, some targets for this week because, guys, it is a Sunday night. So I've just planned out some goals for this week, and I just want to quickly run you through them so you guys can just kind of get an idea of, what types of goals I'm actually shooting for at the moment on day 28, I believe it is. I believe it's day 28 or day 27. Let me be punctual about this, but just so you guys know what types of goals I am shooting for on day 27. It is day 27. So just so you guys know what types of goals I'm shooting for 27 days into actually trying, so that if you guys want to actually try, listen, you should be hitting these, you should be shooting for these goals a lot sooner than me, You should be shooting for these a lot sooner than I am, because the truth is that I want you guys to do better than me. But honestly, I'm making sure that if anyone's going to set the standard, it's me. So I'm pushing forwards, and these are the goals that I'm that I'm shooting for this week, day 27 in the trenches, 27 days in. This is what my goals look like. So first on the list is land a new paying client. One, brackets, ideally. Because the truth is, guys, is if you ain't getting paid, that ain't a client. If your client isn't paying you money, you're working for free, which means you're technically a fucking slave by choice. So you're just a coward. Listen, if you don't trust if you don't trust that you have picked the right project, if you don't trust that you can deliver results, then you deserve not to get paid. If you are willing to pull some strings, but because you are willing to back up your claims with a tremendous amount of work, if you're willing to back your claims up with a tremendous amount of work, you can pull some strings and you can get paid. And you should get paid if you actually want to deliver results and if you actually plan on being successful. If you guys want to be successful in the world, listen, the world is just a bunch of people. So if you can actually help people, if you can actually be handy, if you can actually be useful, if you can actually be beneficial, a positive ROI, then people will have no problems paying you. Because guys, listen, I've never asked somebody for $1,500. But when I said $1,500 to this client on the phone, he just went, yep, no worries. All right, good, cool. All right, so, and how would you like me to pay that? And I was, cool, I'll send you over a Stripe invoice now, blah, 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 blah. And you guys know how that went and how I was making a massive mistake that I will just tell you guys about again today so that you just never make that mistake again. Listen, if you are going to be sending invoices via Stripe, make sure you go to settings and then business settings, I believe it is. And then you go to business details. And then I believe it's in public details. Something like that. Just guys, go to ChatGPT and ask it, ChatGPT, how do I make sure that my name is on the invoice that I send to my clients via Stripe? because my name wasn't on the invoice and he didn't know whether the invoice was mine or whether it was spam, and it's just extremely unprofessional. Make sure your invoice has your name. Just invoice sending 101. Anyway, guys, if you are willing to back up your claims with a tremendous amount of work, you should be getting paid. And if you want to be successful, be useful. All right, be useful, be a good person. So that's why I'm telling you guys my goals, is just because whoever's watching this video, you're probably at a similar stage that I'm at right now. And I want to let you guys know what I'm shooting for. So that's first. Land one new paying client. Land one new paying client. One, ideally. Maybe two. Who knows? We'll see how the week goes. But at least land one new paying client, ideally. Second thing, complete my daily checklist every day before 12 a.m. I need to put a.m. there. Before 12 a.m. Why before 12 a.m.? Kai, why aren't you staying up till 4 a.m. every morning drinking coffees? Why aren't you smashing coffees and smoking cigarettes and staying up all night? And why aren't you just working? You don't want to get rich. Listen. As much as I work, I also fight. And I have now been confirmed that my opponent is, I'm matched for next week. So it's confirmed I'm fighting in 7 days. So this week, I really need to make sure that my health is dialed in. I need to make sure that my diet is extremely strict. I need to make sure that my water intake is at least 5 liters every single day. I need to make sure I don't miss a single day of vitamins. I need to make sure I'm always topped up on electrolytes. I need to make sure I'm recovering properly. I need to make sure I am not bashing my injuries. And I need to make sure that my sleep is dialed in so that I can have the most energy possible for Sunday. Because listen, guys, if you guys haven't fought before, and if you have fought before, then you guys know the stakes. And trust me, a shit night's worth of sleep, it just fucks with your head leading up to a fight. If it's happened before where I've missed like a night of sleep where I've gone to bed really, really late, and it just fucks with you because you just feel behind and training shit, and you feel tired, you feel weak, and guys, 80% of fighting is mental. It is all mental. As soon as you piece your opponent up with a good combination, or you hit them with a big shot, or you just make them feel like a dickhead by outsmarting them, it breaks their morale. It breaks their morale, and they break mentally. And when you break mentally, once the mind breaks, the body follows. That's how it goes. So, and you'll see this a lot of times in business too. Most people will try for a week. Maybe they won't even get to a week. People will try for 2 or 3 days, and then they soft quit. They soft quit because they don't think it's going to work. Sure, they might still send some outreaches, but they don't put effort in. They don't actually try. They're not fighting. They're just surviving. They're just taking action to survive. And the actions they are taking are super, super, super low effort. And it's the same with fighting. Listen, I felt it for my first fight. I was getting my legs destroyed. I got my legs kicked to fuck. I couldn't walk properly for 5 days. My legs were bust up. I just got my leg, just leg kick after leg kick after leg kick after leg kick. Both my legs were just busted so bad. And that broke my morale because I was just full of adrenaline. Mind you, I haven't even been training for that long, so I'm still very new to the sport. I'm still very new to Muay Thai. And I was basically a beginner, and I was full of adrenaline. I just turned 18. This guy's 26. He's covered in tattoos. Who even is this fucking man trying to hurt me? He's trying to fucking kill me. Who is this guy? And what am I even doing here? Just completely in the trenches. It was a good fight. But my morale was broken by just getting outsmarted and just getting outstriked. He was just hitting me more. So it just did more damage to me mentally. And I was just in the ring to survive. And then the second fight, I was pissed off. I was also scared that I was going to lose again. And I didn't want to lose. So I fucking went in there to fight. I went in there to fight. I didn't go in to win. I didn't go in there to survive. I went in there to fight. To fight. Not to win. I went in there to fight. To cause damage in a more methodic fashion. And I won. And same with my third fight. It was the exact same. The third dude I fought, I had 2 fights under my belt. This guy was 30 years old with 9 fights and 6 wins and 3 losses. And he's been fighting longer than I've even been training. Who even is this dude? And he's got way more experience than me. He's almost double my age. And he wants to fucking hurt me. So I was in the same state of mind. I had nothing to lose. I'm like, I'm 18. I'm young. I've got nothing to lose. I'm just going to go in there, and either way, I get to say I fought someone with way more experience and who's way older than me. And I also came out of the ring victorious. I won because I went in that ring to fight. I went in there to fight, and that's what I did, and I won. So this is completely off topic, but get my daily checklist done before 12 a.m. because I have a fight coming up, and I want to be in prime destruction condition. I want to hurt this guy. So I need to be in the best shape possible. I need to be, my health needs to be in the best condition possible for me to fuck this guy up as methodically as possible. Third thing, launch the project. I've decided that this project that I'm currently working on, I want it launched by Friday. I want it launched by Friday so that I don't have to think about it over the weekend. Not so much that I don't have to think about it over the weekend, just so that it isn't like, oh, I need to get this done. Oh, I need to be pushing for this deadline. Oh, I need to be, but I don't want other shit like that. I need to be in fucking, I'm going to kill this guy mode. Because that's just how it goes. Guys, I find that the most stressful day before a fight is the day before. And my dad always tells me that, if you're going to get good sleep any night, and if you want to dial in any night, make sure it's the night before the night before. That's the night that matters. The night before the night before is the night that matters. So if you want to be good for the fight, make sure if I'm fighting on a Sunday, I need to make sure Friday night I get good sleep, and I need to make sure Saturday night I get good sleep. Because the truth is that if I have a late night on Friday and I get to bed early on a Saturday, it ain't going to do nothing. It's just going to fuck me up. So the night before is most important. So by the time the weekend rolls around, I just I want the project launched, and I want it to be in testing phase, because that way I can step away from it for at least one day while I'm in fighting mode. And it's usually the night before that is the most stressful day. And then the day before, I'm just kind of in like la la land. And then the morning, I'm a little bit nervous. And then I don't know, I'm not really nervous throughout the day, but it's when you're up next, that's when the nerves really kick in. Or when your fight's like 2 fights away and you're in the back room and the guy you're supposed to be punching on with is like 5 meters away from you, hitting the pads, and he looks kind of scary. But you're also like, nah, fuck that guy. And then you're kind of hitting the pads, and like his team's over there, your team's over here. And it's kind of like, then the nerves kick in. But that's about 10 minutes before the fight. Anyway, that's just a little bit of interesting stuff for you guys. If you guys don't fight, the night before is usually the scariest. And then the day before, it's all right. The morning of, it's all right. And then like when you're in the back room warming up, and yeah, that's when the nerves really kick in. That's when the adrenaline, that's like oh, fuck, I'm fighting in fucking 10 minutes. Ooh, that's when your brain starts going, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why? But then you go, nah, I trained for this. It's all good. And then you go in there and you punch on and you fuck the dude up and you win. You fight. Different. Built different. Fighters have cut from a different cloth. It's just good stuff, because there is no reason for me to fight other than the fact that I want respect. I fight for respect. I don't fight because I grew up in the slums and my family was absurdly poor, and the only way I could make $4.50 is if I fight. That's not true. I fight for respect, and I fight because I like fighting. I like the feeling of fighting and winning, because it's such a raw sport, such a primal sport. Can't really be explained. But anyway, guys, with that said, I'm not rich. My family's not rich. My family is not rich. My family is not rich. Hence why I need to be paid on these deals, because I need them to work. And I need them to work because we need money. Anyway, moving on. Don't want to talk about it. Moving on. Number 4. Wake up every day at 7 a.m. I don't know why. But if I'm going to bed before 12 a.m., I should be able to wake up at 7 a.m. So I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, even though right now it is 12:57 a.m., even though right now it's 1 o'clock. Listen, 6 hours of sleep. It's not ideal, but I guess I better just work hard tomorrow and make sure that I get everything done before 12. Excuse me. But anyway, biggest thing here is get everything done before 12 a.m. and also launch the new project by Friday, and also land one new paying client, and also wake up before 7 a.m. So everything's important. Anyway, guys, that's about it. I'll speak to you all in the morning. Maybe not. I'll speak to you all tomorrow night.